If you've recently had your gallbladder removed, you need to listen up. So, first of all, I first went viral years ago for a video all about gallbladder removal and how it's a hoax. Like, not fully, but what I mean by that is it's way overutilized and there's a lot that can be done to hopefully prevent it. But a lot of doctors don't actually know what to do because they're not super well educated in actual prevention. And none of this is medical advice. There certainly are people, I'm just plugging in stuff on my computer. There certainly are people who may need to have their gallbladder removed due to infection and so on. But here's the deal. I think we're going to be seeing a huge resurgence of gallbladder surgeries due to rapid weight loss and the use of GLPs. So here's the thing. Women are the most common people who are targeted for gallbladder removal. It's quite common postpartum or after major shifts within your hormones. And that has a lot to do with the fact that your liver produces bile, but bile is stored in your gallbladder. I jokingly have called it years ago a purse. It's like a little purse, cute little purse, and it holds that bile. And then it's meant to release bile when you eat to help you digest fats, but also bile then goes throughout your gut and it serves as like spackle for toxins that are within your gut. And it spackles the toxins to your poop so that they can be removed. But here's the problem with that. You have a toxic body. And I don't mean that like, I'm not trying to be like, oh my God, you have a toxic body and there are people who have non-toxic bodies. No, we all have toxins in our body. But if you're having gallbladder issues, you likely have a toxic overload in your body. And I have a whole course, the Balanced Hormone Blueprint, that goes way, way into depth on everything I recommend that you do if you are a woman dealing with any kind of hormonal imbalances. But it's also super relevant if you're somebody who's dealing with gallbladder issues, especially like pre-removal. I have a separate course that is a little mini course, all of what I recommend from a diet standpoint and supplement standpoint if you've had to have your gallbladder removed because things change. But here's the deal. You have toxins within your gut. And as females, we have toxins just for the sheer fact that we make hormones, right? We make these specific hormones in larger amounts than our male counterparts. We have hormones that fluctuate throughout our cycle. If you're in your cycling years or if you're postmenopausal, you went through all of that. And tissues can hold on to those hormones. Hormones become toxic when they hang out too long or beyond their supposed targeted lifespan. So for example, estrogen is meant to be the star of the show the first half of your cycle when you're in your cycling years. So the first half of your cycle, estrogen is meant to peak and be the star of the show. Now, if your body is not producing healthy bile and the bile is not working appropriately to spackle it to your poop, when your body is done with it, you're going to have estrogen hanging out way longer throughout your whole cycle. You're going to have symptoms related to estrogen dominance, okay? So here's the deal then. Bile, it has these two really important roles. It has other roles, but those are two that we're really going to highlight. And what happens is when you have a lot of toxic overload within your gut, when you are eating foods that are not high quality, when you are very stressed, and your body then is recycling bile because bile is resource intensive to make. So your liver is not like 24/7 trying to make a whole fresh batch of bile that's going to fill up that purse of your gallbladder. It's like, no, we got to recycle this. This is a precious resource. But when it recycles the bile after going through your toxic gut that is overloaded with toxins of all kinds, right? Toxins from the food you eat, toxins from your exposure to chemicals, toxins from the personal care products that you're using that you're not focusing on and thinking about what is in this crap, toxins from the fragrances in your home, the candles you're burning, the cleaning products you're using, all of that. And then it's recycling that. And it's going back into the gallbladder and your gallbladder is becoming overwhelmed and the quality of your bile every time it gets recycled is crummier and crummier and crummier. And that's when we start dealing with things like gallbladder attacks, like pain within that right side, where we start seeing issues that cause most of us to like knock knock at our doctor being like, excuse me, this is not good. This is not healthy. This is not normal, right? And their solution is removing it. But the truth is there are a lot of other things that you could try and do even in conjunction with that. And it's time for you to be paying attention and time for you to be responsible for your health and well-being when it comes to that. So if you'd like the resource of of that mini course I have, if you're somebody post-removal or on the verge of removal even, and you want to give it like a last shot, you can go to bit.ly, so bit.ly/gallbladder class, and that is quick, it's inexpensive, and you are going to learn some really important things. I've had a lot of women take that mini course and see big changes. It's what I recommend as a first step too, if you're somebody who has like sphincter of Oddi type issues. It's like, don't even pay to work with me one-on-one. That's such a major investment, and comparatively, take this inexpensive class and apply it, because there is a lot that you can control when it comes to this. But if you're somebody who's like, ooh, I have some of these pains on the right side, I have some concerns about my hormones, then the balanced hormone, what am I saying, y'all? I have a couple of courses and they have similar names. The Balanced Hormone Blueprint, my first course baby, that I'm always shocked and excited to hear when people reach out and are like, this changed my life, which I got a couple messages over the last couple of weeks like that. But you can go to marissafay.com/course and check that out, or just go to my website. You'll see it there if you click course at the top. But those are things that I have for you, expressly for you, if you're somebody dealing with gallbladder issues. So please do not sleep on them, because it is time for you to help yourself. Your doctor does not have all the answers.